So today is an exciting day. I'm going to try out camping in my Tesla for the first time ever. I'm heading out to the Peak District. I've just gone to a supercharger to get the battery up. I was on about 30%. I've just charged it up full to 100. It's around 9 a.m. here. I found a road by the Roaches, I think it's called, where apparently there's loads of parking where people go and stay overnight. So fingers crossed we'll be able to park there, no issues, and have a comfortable place to stay. I also went crazy on Amazon yesterday and ordered loads of stuff that I thought I would need for this trip. We need to pick that up from the locker. It's getting delivered later today. I've got the Starlink, so I'm going to be able to do some work while I'm out there. It's going to be an experience. And I think doing this test today will help me realize what I'd need to go camping onto longer journeys instead of just this one night in the Peak District. Let's go, and we'll see you again soon when we pick up our camping gear. It's now 5 p.m. and I am getting ready to set off on this camping trip. My first time camping solo in the Tesla Model 3. Part of my order has arrived already. I've got it here. It's the first box. So I'm going to open that now. I'll show you what I've got. And then there's a second part, which I think is about half an hour away. It's not arrived yet. So once that comes, we can look in that box as well. And then I'll be heading over to the peaks. So it's 5 o'clock now. Sunset's at 8. I reckon we'll get there around 7 maybe. All right, let's open this big box and let's see all this stuff. All right, where to start? Oh, this is me being careful. So just in case, I'm not planning to do anything that crazy, but I've got a first aid kit. This is more for when we go and do some of the bigger adventures, but I thought it makes sense to have it. It's a simple first aid kit. It's got everything you'd expect. Wipes, bandages, plasters, all that sort of stuff. Next thing I've got is the sleeping bag. This is going to take up probably the most space out of everything apart from the mattress. So it's in this box. I'm hoping I don't need to air it out or anything because I'm not really got much time to do that. It's impressive how they got it into this box. It does look like it's been air sealed, like airtight. So it's in here. So let's get it out. All right, so it's in here and then it feels all right. I have no idea how good quality this is going to be, but I decided I wanted to do this trip today. Yeah, I just went and tried to find like the best reviewed stuff on Amazon, and I think this will do me for now. And then as the channel grows and I figure out more of what I need, then I can obviously upgrade as I go. But tonight, obviously, we'll unpack it and we'll give it a go and we'll see what it looks like and how we manage with it. Okay, next thing I got is this rechargeable electric air pump. So this is for the airbed, and I think the pillows I got are inflatable as well. So I just thought it'd be easier to just charge this up through the Tesla and inflate the bed and pillows without having to use a foot pump or do anything manual like that. So let's open it. I might even get it on charger now so it's powered up for later. Press and hold for 2 seconds to turn on. So it's not turning on. I'm guessing it's got no battery. So let me find the cable. We can plug it in. I've got the cable. I'm going to plug into this electric pump. I plugged it in and nothing's happening. No lights come on. So maybe there's not enough power coming out of here. But what I've got as well is an adapter that goes into the lightning port. So let's try that instead. I've been using it for the Starlink. So I'll try it for this and see if that works instead. If not, then I might have time to charge it at home, but that's not going to be sustainable if we're going on some of these longer journeys. So I've plugged it in. It says it's pulling out a tiny bit of power. Maybe I'll try and turn it on. I don't want to blow a fuse though. Okay, so just seen there is a cable. This lightning adapter does have a spot where I can put this old USB in. So I'm going to put that in, try and charge with that instead. The pump doesn't seem to be charging and I can't really figure out why. I can't get it to turn on and there's no real instructions unless they're on the box. Let me check the box. Yeah, it's not working at all. All right, I'm going to have to do some troubleshooting with that. Let's go on to the next item and I'll see if I can charge it at home or something. We've got the camping travel pillow. So these are inflatable and I got 2 of these. Hoping that they're comfortable. Again, we'll give these a go when we're actually there. I don't really want to inflate them right now. Gonna have a lot of recycling to do. So it comes in a little bag and then let's see. It looks like it's in here. Feels pretty soft. We'll inflate that in a bit and we'll see how it is. If we can get the pump to work, I've got this lantern, make sure we have enough light. The Tesla's got a light anyway, but we might want a bit more for camping. This is it, and then we should be able to hang it. She needs charging as well. Let's see if this charges. Okay, so this lamp is charging and it's using the same cable that air pump is supposed to be using, but isn't working. Okay, it doesn't want to turn on, but I've not actually read the instructions yet. So, oh, there we go. So this works. And the cool thing about this is that it folds out as well. So you can have it hanging and the light will just come down on where you are, and it's got different modes. Okay, we're happy with the lamp. And now this really is the last thing. So this is a camping blanket, which we might not need because we're going to have the sleeping bag, but just figured I want to try and make this as like comfy and nice as possible, with it being the first time of me doing it. So let's take a look at this. It looks pretty big. So yeah, it's come in a little bag. When it's camping, I feel like it has to come in a bag. So it looks like part of it is waterproof and then the other part is comfy material. To give you options for when you're camping. So you can see this is like the waterproof bit, but it's got this nice like warm fleece bit as well. All right, so that is everything in the first box. All looks good. The biggest concern right now is that this air pump is not charging and I can't turn it on. I don't know why. And it says it should be able to charge on the lightning port like I'm doing. Oh, sorry, on the lighter port. Yeah, it should charge. The lamp charges from the exact same cable. So it's not the cable. It's not the lighter port. It must be the pump. And it's 5:20 now on a Sunday. I can't think of anywhere that would be open that would be selling electric pumps right now. There might be another pump I've got at home, I'm thinking, maybe, that I could potentially use. Okay, let's try and charge that and then we'll pick up a second box. And then as long as we can get this air pump stuff working, we can head out to the peaks. All right, catch up in a minute. All right, I've picked up the last package, which is the actual air mattress. I tried all different plugs, different cables, etc. And I'm starting to think that it's just a faulty unit, and a few people have said that they had the same experience. I was just about to decide to not go today, but when I looked at the listing properly for this airbed I've bought, it actually comes with a charger. I had no idea. So fingers crossed this one works, and if it does, then we can go ahead and do the trip today. If it doesn't, then it just means that unfortunately I'll have to put it on hold and maybe go tomorrow instead. Let's see. I really hope it works because I've been excited to actually try out camping in the Model 3. So this is definitely the heaviest box so far, which I hope is a good thing. They don't mess about with the sellotape. It's actually really heavy, so I hope that means it's like good quality. But most important thing right now is, does this pump work? Fingers crossed, please let the pump work, because I really want to do this trip today. All right, this is moment of truth, or we're in business. We're in business, it's working. Hey, let's do it, let's go. I do feel a bit like I'm unprepared and I have no idea what I'm doing with this camping in the Tesla. But I think the fastest way for us to learn is to just go do it. And we're going to get some things wrong, we're going to make some mistakes, but it'll just help learn by doing this one night trial. And then when I go to do my first like week of camping in the car, I'll have a much better idea of what I need. I found a place, it's called Roach Road, where apparently there's loads of street parking you can go on with really nice views, and it's a quiet road at night. So it seemed like a perfect place to do this first camping. And there's quite a nice walk you can do there as well. So I might go and do some of it, but it's going to be kind of late when we get there. Probably getting close to 8, which is also sunset. So I don't really want to be out on a walk as the sun's setting. I'll be interested to see how many other people are there, if there are any other campers. So this is where we're heading. We're going to go through the peaks to this bit, and then we've got along here is the roaches, and then this is the road I'm going to go park on, and then around here is the start of a walk, I think. So I might try and aim to go here. Depends how busy it is. I like to get a bit of distance from other cars. So we're heading out now and we are on 93% and it thinks we're going to be on 78 when we get there. Then it'll be cool to see after sleeping in the car overnight what kind of percentage we get in the morning after using camp mode. But anyway, look at these beautiful hills straight ahead. Now this is what we're coming out for. Yeah, I absolutely love the peak. It's quite fitting that this is the first place I go to do the camping overnight. Yeah, it's just beautiful. Well and truly in the golden hour now, because the sun sets at 8. It's coming down over the hills. Is a beautiful evening. It's been raining most of the day, so to see it clear up like this is amazing. So there's spots like this where you could in theory park and camp, but the thing is I don't want to be next to a road like that's this busy, and I guess at night it won't be that busy, but yeah, just from what I saw online it seemed like Roach's Road was the one. But if we get there and we're not feeling it, there's other options. Yeah, I forgot to say, but I've bought the Tesmat privacy screen. I've not tried it yet, but the idea is it covers all the windows apart from the sunroof, but the sunroof's tinted, and then no one can really see in, and I feel like at night time it would look just like a parked car, I think. So we'll find out. Anyway, let's enjoy these twisties and we can, carry on getting to Roach Road, and it's saying we'll be there in 40 minutes. Just going through Buxton now, making good progress. The sun's setting, it's starting to get dark. We're only 15 minutes away and it's looking more and more remote. Let's get there, find a good spot to park up, and then we'll figure out what setup we need to do. I have no idea how this is going to go. So you might be able to see just in the distance there, some rocks up there like sticking out, and it's saying we're 7 minutes away. So we're pretty close now to the spot. And there they are. Let's hope all of these people aren't going to the roaches with us. So this is where I've parked. I'm thinking I'm gonna squeeze in a little bit more, just so I'm a little more away from the road. I don't think I'm gonna bother with the Starlink today. I do need to move it because there where I start figuring stuff out. It's 8:15 p.m. and I'm just trying to figure out the best logistics of doing this stuff. So I think first thing I'm gonna do is tuck the car in a bit more, so I'm a bit closer to the bush, but so I can still get out. And then I'm gonna set up this Tez map for the first time, privacy screen, and then do the bed. Let's see how it goes. The people that were in the car behind me just getting in now, they're leaving. Now I've got the Tesmat a bit more organized. It's looking a bit nicer in here. And yeah, it's 9 p.m. now. And the bed set up, it seems like a really quiet place that I've picked. Like, just went out to have a little look around, and yeah, but it's like almost pitch black, but you can see the city in the distance. And then there's hardly any cars coming through. Maybe one car every like 20 minutes. And I expect that to just drop off now. So it's great. We've got like a really good spot, I think, to try out camping for the first time. So the battery's on 77%. I'm going to keep camp mode on throughout the night. So let's see how much battery it uses. It's saying it's 14 degrees and I'm going to keep it around 19 in here. Maybe I'll drop it a bit more if the sleeping bag is cozy. Good morning. It is now 6:10. I woke up about 5:30. I made it. It was interesting. It was good, but I think that I definitely need some different gear. So the mattress was good. It was comfortable. I'm happy with that. The sleeping bag wasn't great. It didn't feel that comfy. And because I hadn't aired anything out, it always kind of stunk of like chemicals and factories and just wasn't very nice. And then the pillows. So I had inflatable pillows. They were not comfy. I think I'd rather just take a normal pillow next time. So yeah, I'm going to get a new pillow, new sleeping bag. And then the other problem was just, I think, me just getting comfortable and used to sleeping in the car. Like, I've never done that before. So it took me a good like hour or two to relax and just be able to actually fall asleep. And I'd say up till about 11 p.m. there were cars that were still coming up and down this road, and one car at about 10:30 came past and it deliberately beeped its horn to try and wake everyone up, but I was awake anyway. So yeah, there was that. And then somebody about 10 parked like a few cars down behind me, so I like had a peek out of the privacy screen, and then it looked like it's just some teenagers like chilling out. So that was fine. So, but once I got to sleep, like, I was all right. I woke up a few times in the night. Overall, I think if I had some better gear, and maybe if I actually did go and park at a campsite rather than on a road, I might feel, better. But the fact I was able to stay here for free and just park and sleep overnight is pretty cool. And now I'm up, I'm at 'em. So one other thing I got, which I forgot to show you yesterday, is this thing, which is supposed to be able to heat up water. So I've got an AeroPress, and I'm hoping to get a bit of coffee because I'm feeling rough, and it will help wake me up. So I might have a look at it. If it's looking like it's going to take ages, I think it can take 20 minutes. If it is, then maybe I can just grab a Starbucks or something on the way back. But it would be good to know if I've got a way to make hot water, because I'm going to use that to make things like pot noodles and food as well, when I'm actually doing more of this camping. So all in all, it was cool. And like, as you go into camp mode and you come off the driver's seat, I got into the back, and then on the screen, it came up with a little fireplace and little camp chairs, and that little Tesla dog toy was on one of the chairs. And then it slowly like fades that away, and then the screen's dim to black, and then it just says camp mode, tap to dismiss. And then it kept the temperature pretty steady throughout the night, and we're now on 65%. So it used 12%, I think, battery to keep me warm overnight. I had it on, I put it down to 18 at first, but I was too cold, so I put it back up to about 20, and yeah, that's what we've ended up. So all in all, I'm happy. I'll definitely do it again, but it did show me that I need some better sleeping stuff to make sure I'm as comfortable as I can be. But it's a great spot. All right, let's see if we can get some hot water. Maybe I'll have a quick walk again back up to the roaches, and then I'm gonna probably head off and start my day. All right, so I'm just heating this up. I need this to get to around 93, I think, is a good temperature for espresso. This is my coffee setup. So I've got this hand grinder, so I put some beans in it last night, all ready to go. I need to grind these, and then I've got my AeroPress in here, so I'll show you how that works. And then when this gets to 93, we should have hot, almost boiling water to make the espresso. Let's grind the beans. So there you go, that's about one shot, maybe 1.5 shots. And then got the AeroPress. It's got this little lid to take off. You can use that as a coaster as well. This keeps your filters in, and you've got this bit you can drink out of, and you take this out, coffee grounds. Put those in it back on. We're done with that. And now we just have to wait for this to get to 95, which will be hot enough for us to start making the coffee. But yeah, we've got the grounds in there. That's going to go on top of there. I need this. Definitely need some caffeine after last night's sleep. I'm glad we did it. We did the first camp. The first one's always going to be the hardest. We've done the first one. So I've got a much better understanding now of how to get set up, how to put everything away, what other equipment I need. And I think it's doable. I think a Model Y would be nicer, having a bit more room to camp in. It's a bit pokey when you're trying to get changed and stuff, and just organizing your stuff in such a small space can be difficult. But compared to having to put up a tent, say we were doing this in winter when it's really cold, I think it's the way to go. So we'll keep trying. We'll get some different equipment and then we will do camping again. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing if you want to see travels and adventures I've got planned, and I will see you in the next video.